Morning, folks. It's Pastor Montgomery here in the study. I'm thinking of Paul's epistle in the Philippians where Paul says, "For me to live is Christ and to die is gain." He said, "I'm ready to depart and be with Christ, and that's far better, but to stay here is more needful for you." Paul saw his life as an outflow of the life of Christ, that to live was to live out Christ here on this earth. He was daily laying himself down. He even says later on in Corinthians, in the later part of Corinthians, that he is being poured out, and the more he is poured out, that salvation is coming to others. And there is a sacrificial nature to what Paul is doing and then what he's calling others to do. Now, we are not all called to suffer or to sacrifice at the level that Paul was called to suffer and sacrifice at. And few Christians have known the suffering that Paul has gone through. But Christianity is a place of sacrifice. It is a place of calling ourselves, of laying down our life that others might hear the gospel. I think so often what we have developed in our Western culture is a Christianity that is centered around convenience, and it is not focused on the sacrificial life of Christ being lived out in us. And, and as we think about that, I had a thought the other day, and I'll share it with you here in this, is, if we would be a bridge to bring people to the gospel, and that's what we hope to be, a bridge. It's important to remember that bridges sometimes get walked on. Now, I'm not talking about abuse. I'm not talking about that at all. But I am saying that we're going to have to lay ourselves down. We're going to have to lay down our preferences. We're going to have to lay down our schedule at times and say, you know what? I'm going to sacrifice that I might be a bridge for others to get to the gospel. And so I hope this will be an encouragement to you as you go through the day-to-day. Where would God have us lay down our life that the life of Christ might be seen through us today? God bless you. We'll talk to you next time in the study.